Welcome to Interesting News with Phoenix. This channel is all about my take on news that I find interesting. So, I won't always talk about the same topic. It may come off a little bit random because it is about news that I find interesting. So, guys, the news that I want to talk about today is the airstrike between Israel and Iran, or Iran and Israel. And so, let me read my news story on that to you. In a significant escalation in the Middle East, Iran launched a large-scale missile attack on Israel today, October the 1st, 2024. This strike follows heightened tension between the two nations, particularly after Israel recent airstrike targeting Hezbollah in Lebanon, which resulted in the death of key leaders, including Hezbollah's Hassan Nasrallah. And so it does look like, and quote me, I could be wrong on this. I have not been following this story. um this is honestly the first time that I've come across a news story, which it may have been out there everywhere, but I've just had a lot of stuff going on this week. So I haven't really kept up with what, the current news is, if you will. But it looks as if Israel attacked Iran first, which results, or I'm sorry, Israel attacked Lebanon, which Iran had a leader in Lebanon at the time, and that strike resulted in the death of that leader. And so, in retaliation of that, Iran has struck Israel back today, October the 1st. And so it does go on to say Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, which is also known as IRGC, did confirm the attack. So they're taking credit for it, which targeted various military sites in Israel. Air raid sirens rang out across major cities like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, prompting civilians to seek shelter. Israel's air defense, including the Iron Dome, were activated to intercept the missiles, though the extent of damage remains unclear. The U.S. has expressed strong support for Israel, with President Biden directing the U.S. military to assist in intercepting the missiles. This event marks a new chapter in the ongoing conflict, with fears of broader regional involvement escalating. Both sides have issued strong warnings, with Iran threatening further crushing attacks should Israel retaliate. And so I do want to know, what are your thoughts? If you are a U.S. citizen, how do you feel about the U.S. getting involved in this particular situation in the Middle East? Should the U.S. take sides? Because it does look as if Israel has been attacking Palestine, and now Israel has started to attack Lebanon, and support of that, because they did lose a leader. Iran is now stepping in to counterattack Israel. Is this a fight that the US need to allow them to figure out amongst themselves and stay out of it? Or should we lend our support to one side or the other? It does look as if the US president has already taken a side, but I just want to know, I want to hear from the US people. I am also interested in hearing from individuals from Israel as well as individuals from Iran. Although I'm a US citizen, my heart goes out to anybody that's losing their lives or losing the lives of the civilians. I definitely would like to see a lot less fighting in the world. However, today what we're dealing with is two nations that are fighting amongst each other, and the US is stepping in to assist one of those individuals, or groups, or nations, if you will. So please comment down below. Let me know, what are your thoughts on the war in general, the specific attack, the U.S. involvement in the attack. And if you're from one of these nations, what is your point of view of what is been what's happening, what's taking place? So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. I do thank you guys for being with me today and listening to my story. Please come back, and I will give you my take on other interesting news stories as well. I may chime in again on this particular news story as it unfolds more. Thanks, guys. Have a great one. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you all and have a great one. I'm from the old school where we use the male version for to describe a group, if you will. So please forgive me if I use the wrong pronouns, because I am still learning to retrain myself in the way that I speak. So again, thank you all for being with me and following the page and listening to this news story today. Have a great one.